Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today for our devotion. It was 13 years ago that we moved here to Altoona, and on this particular day, I was having a difficult time making my adjustments. Everything was new, didn't know where anything was in the house, so I hopped on this bike, this very same bike, and I headed out for a bike ride just to have time to search out and cry out to God. I was riding down First Avenue with tears in my eyes and just saying, Lord, help me make these adjustments. I need your help. But he was very silent that day. But thankfully I knew enough that his silence doesn't mean he's absent and out of the picture. Because it says in the scripture that he will never leave me nor forsake me. I also knew it was God's will for us to move here. I just needed help getting over the hump. Well, let's fast forward 13 years this past July. My whole family was here, and we decided to take a bike ride with little Vivian, my granddaughter, in her bike cart behind her daddy. We were riding around, and I was having a wonderful mom and grandma moment. My heart was full and overflowing. So obviously, I've made it to the other side of those adjustments from my move. And I have found my place here in Altoona. And I thanked God as we were riding down the sidewalk this past July. And tears kind of formed in my eyes. And I was so grateful and so thankful. And later that night, I shared the story with John, and I cried with gratefulness. You know, many times we can't see past our temporary pain or our temporary discomfort. And we get tripped up, and we question God's silence, and then we prematurely bail on God. We just bail. God has a story that He's writing for us, and we don't understand how that story is going to take place. But He has so much to offer us if we just hang in there with Him. He is faithful even when we're not. Our temporary adjustments, trials, pain, and heartache, it's just that. It's temporary. And I have to remind myself, no matter what I'm going through, including this COVID virus, it's temporary. And with God's help, we can get through it. With God's help. The scripture says in 2 Corinthians, our suffering is light and it's temporary. And it's producing for us an eternal glory that is greater than anything we can even imagine. We can't imagine it. So I am sharing my triumphs with you today to encourage you to hang in there. And then I would like you to take your triumphs and share them with your family and friends. To encourage them, hang in there. This is all temporary. God will get us through to the other side. God will. Even if it looks bleak, don't give up. Because God has eternal plans for all of us who believe in Him that we can't even imagine in heaven. Don't give up and don't bail on God.